Hello, this is Samsa again from GamingonLinux.com, and today I'm taking a look at a game that many of you have probably already heard of because this game was released a while ago. So I'm playing Salvation Prophecy. Salvation Prophecy is a space military epic, and what it basically does it tries to be basically anything a space game can be. So it has elements from like space battles, where you fly spaceships around and try to shoot other spaceships. It has third-person shooter stuff, so basically you battle on planets, on colonies, and try to destroy enemies on the ground. And it also has some strategy elements. So basically, this game works like this: that you basically start as a normal soldier, but you gain promotions through playing these missions, and eventually you will become the faction commander, and you can actually start doing diplomacy and build your own colonies and your own spaceships, and actually do strategy stuff. But yeah, let's actually jump into the game and see what this is all about. So I have my own autosave here. That I played earlier today for I don't know, maybe 45 minutes or so, and so yeah, I'm going to start. Oh, oops! No, that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to start here. I'm playing as a Rin. This game has 4 factions. The factions are humans, the Salvation, the Rin, and the droid Unity. Basically, these Rins and the droid Unity are robots. Then Salvation is they are these mutated humans, and then there are these basic humans. So as you can see, I'm currently playing in third-person view because I'm currently on the main base of the Rin, and basically, this is the hub where basically everything happens. You have, you get, you can buy upgrades from here. You can get missions and stuff like that. So basically, this game works like that. That you basically you start here, and eventually you will get missions from one of these guys here. You have the cartographer, the mission officer, and the communications officer, and they will eventually give you missions, basically pretty randomly. For example, I got a mission right now. So our mission is to invade Dome Mokto, and I think we are going to do that. Missions. Okay, so we are actually starting with a space battle, and that sounds pretty good. I already got a promotion, and through that promotion I got myself a ship. So basically now I can either agree to do this, or I can disagree if I want to do something else. I think I'm going to enter the space battle, and let's see what that is all about.
We are launching a fighter ship fleet. Launch station. Planet Jax.
So yeah, you can see the galaxy here. Basically all of these planets are accessible. This game is pretty open, so you can do almost anything that you want. You can go with the ship, you can fly to these different planets, and you can even enter the enemy colonies, though you will probably get destroyed if you do that. But yeah, so let's actually jump into our ship that we were in the beginning of the video, and let's actually take part in that space battle that is going on here. So the ships are already launching, so we should probably hurry a bit because we don't want to, be late. You can also buy stuff like shields here. You can buy shield generators, and you can buy missiles. I think I'm just going to buy some missiles and actually launch to space. Okay, well let's actually get those shield generators up. Okay, so now I'm launching. So I'm probably going to show you this space battle, and then I'm hoping that I can get a colony invasion too, so I can show you the ground battles as well. Okay, so now we are actually flying our ship, and we should probably navigate to that that planet where we were supposed to go. So let's go to the scanner, and we are supposed to go to Kiala at first. So let's jump.
Sequence 5, 4,
And
2, 1.
then always when you navigate to these places that are further away, you enter these wormholes these have these lightning arcs that you need to avoid, because otherwise you're going to take damage, or at least your oh, sure, I know what I'm doing. So we should just enter that wormhole there, and that should be it. Okay, so like I was saying, you have to avoid those lightning arcs, and that basically gives you a bit more challenge. It's stay centered. All right. I think I'm just going to skip in line because I'm not too keen on waiting. So we should arrive to our destination shortly. Okay, so basically the same thing, except this time it's this type of a wormhole or a tunnel, and we should just avoid flying to those edges, otherwise we are probably going to take damage. The distortion meter shows how close I am to the center, and I'm trying to be as center as possible because otherwise I'm going to take damage, and I don't want to do that. Otherwise I don't have the advantage of being unharmed in the combat. Okay. So we should hold our position until the whole fleet has arrived through the wormhole, right? Whatever you say, boss. I think I lost my track of thought. What did I say? I don't remember. Well, anyways, so that's the Dome Motto there, so let's fly to it. So scanner and Dome Motto and jump.
Initiate sequence.
Oops!
5, 4,
I didn't mean to do that.
2, 1.
So basically the same thing all over again. Maybe I will now remember what I was supposed to say, because I can't remember. Oh well, it was probably not very important, because otherwise I would have remembered that. Nope. Well, so yeah, this game tries to be basically anything a space game can be, and it really does everything, although it doesn't necessarily do everything too well, because while it tries to do everything, it's basically jack of all trades, but master of none. So it's the space battles and stuff like that, they aren't all that interesting. So in space battles, you basically basically in all battles you have your main weapons, then you have a few abilities, and then that's basically it. So for example, if I wanted to take this guy out fairly easily, I should probably just fire some missiles at him. Those work basically as an ability. So you can see in the bottom right corner that I have two items there. Those are basically my abilities. I have my shield generators there. I have 3 of them, and then I have two of those missiles, and basically that's it. and otherwise these battles are basically just you know, avoiding getting shot and just trying to survive. For example, currently I'm just basically trying to dogfight these enemy ships that are moving way too slow. I'm getting annoyed with you, so you can just blow up, please. I would like to get some skill points, so if you would die, that would be awesome. Okay, so my shields are getting a bit too low, so I think I'm going to activate my shield generator, and that should bring me back up to snuff. And let's actually destroy this ship. Excellent. So like I said, these battles are a bit bland. There isn't too much going on. Of course the scale is awesome, because it really looks like there is a lot of stuff going on, and that's what this game also does quite well. It basically portrays big battles really nicely. So these battles actually feel like they are big. Of course there aren't all that many ships. In the top left corner we can see that we are currently fighting the Free Nations. Those are basically the humans, and we currently have 18 ships in our fleet. And I wish I hadn't spent all my missiles on that one guy. Okay, so that did it. It didn't go as planned, but it worked, so I'm okay with that. So let's try to finish these guys up and get back to our base before anything bad happens. I really wish I had more missiles, but I think we're going to do just okay without them. These guys aren't too bad, at least at this point. So the battles also become a bit different. The game adds more stuff as you go on. For example, the enemies and the allies all get new equipment as the game goes on, and that makes these battles a bit more interesting later on, because everyone is just not using their, you know, basic lasers to destroy ships and destroy you know, soldiers on the ground. So that adds a bit more variety into the battles later on. Of course, currently this is the first space battle that I'm basically taking part of. So obviously this we aren't really using anything else apart from our normal blasters. And also there's this galactic news thing that basically it's why are these guys not attacking? There should be 13 ships, but they are all here. Oh, how did I not notice that asteroid? Oh well, this space station shouldn't be too difficult to handle, so I think I won't be using my shield generators. So yeah, this game also has this galactic news thing that basically updates you on anything that happens in the galaxy, because essentially stuff is happening even when you are on your missions, and those guys on that space station are really trying their best to destroy me, so I think I'm just going to use my shield generator once again. I think some of our ships are actually blowing up, so that's not a good thing. And for example, it informs you when you know, colonies have been conquered or built. And once you finish your missions, it's also that is also shown in the galactic news section. So this space station should be done in few moments. Of of course those guys are still shooting at me, and that's not really all that nice. But I think I'm okay. I still have one shield generator charge, and that should keep me going for a while. And they only have 8% of health left. Okay, I'm going to use my shield generator once again. And the space station should be done in a sec. Okay. There we go. Wow. Well, that was pretty neat. It also lowered my frame rate quite a bit. I have set this game to maximum settings, so with maximum AA and stuff like that. So obviously it's going to take a bit of resources. Although it doesn't look all that nice. It looks a bit bland and textures aren't all that nice. But yeah, so the mission is complete, and we get our mission badges, and we get some combat stats, and we also get rewarded with rank points and creds. With the creds we can basically buy new items for our ship and for our soldier and stuff like that. So let's just get back to Jax, and then let's try to get ourselves a ground mission, because just showing you the space battles is basically just half of the fun. Alright, so now we get back and we can also repair our ship, get some new shield generators and stuff like that. So now I have 1,600 credits, and I think that's plenty of credits to buy something new from the armory. So let's actually do that. You can also upgrade, get some skills. You gain skill points through playing these missions, and that allows you to, for example, increase your reload speed. And I'm actually going to do that because I need faster reloading. So, and let's quickly head back to the armory and hopefully get ourselves a new weapon. I would love to have a new weapon. So, okay, so these are actually too costly for me. They are way too expensive. What I could do is I could buy a new bomb dispenser. I have level 1 bomb dispenser, and what this has is better accuracy and stuff like that. But I'm not all that interested in these bomb dispensers. They are not all that great. When you are fighting on the ground, you can use up to 3 weapons. And basically you have this disintegrator or a similar weapon, and then you have the zapper, which is your melee weapon, and then you have the bomb dispenser, which basically throws a grenade, and that's basically it. So the combat isn't all that interesting. Hopefully this this mission officer dude has some missions for me to do. I'm not all that interested in space battles. Is there anything else? You suck. Okay. So this game also has some humor in it. It's not always so serious. Do you have anything else? Missions. Okay, so you'll call me when you have more missions. Hopefully you will have more missions in a sec. Otherwise I'm going to have to cut this video a bit. Okay, so now we actually got a mission. Missions. Oh, alright, so we are going to attack some dudes that we don't like. Sure, why not? So this is finally a ground mission, and let's see who we are going to attack.
We are launching a dropship invasion force. Launch station. Planet Jax.
Alright.
Salvation.
Alright, so we are going to kick some salvation ass, I think. Well, sure.
This
So
mission will advance you to rank
Oh, nice. So, in addition to getting some creds, we are also going to get a promotion this time, so that's awesome. And so yeah, let's totally do that. So this time we are going to head to the drop hangar, and we're going to enter a dropship that should take us to that planet that we were going to attack. What was it called? Eisen? Or something like that. And also when you do these ground missions and stuff like that, you also get some lore pieces. This is basically some history of the Salvation faction. This is basically just some backstory for the universe. I'm not all that interested in that. But yeah, so now we are actually going to find on the ground, and these planets are different. You have different sorts of planets. For example, this one planet that belonged to the Salvation was basically it consisted of fungi, and then there was this other colony that belonged to the droid Unity, and that was pretty barren like this one. So of course these aren't necessarily all that randomly generated, because you know there are only so many planets in the universe. The galaxy isn't all that big, and as you can see, the battle looks like a battle. It really does, and I have actually taken quite a bit of damage already because I haven't been concentrating on the enemy turrets all that much. There are these turrets that are shooting at us all the time. Basically, I'm currently trying to keep these seekers at bay. But even though we currently have only 18 weirs, the battle really looks like it's a big one. It feels like a big battle, and you aren't this you know, invincible dude. You are basically just one of the people battling, and you really feel like you are a part of this invasion force. And I think that's something they did really nicely when they made this game. So of course the combat once again is a bit bland. There isn't so much going on. It's simple, really. You just hold your mouse button and then stuff explodes. That's basically it. I'm going to show you the bomb dispenser. So basically, that's the bomb dispenser. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Well, oh well. So now I only have one stim left, but I should be okay. These guys aren't all that difficult to handle. Okay, so there is a turret still out there. I'm not all that interested in news currently. Can I turn off the news station, because I'm currently trying to destroy a huge turret here. Could someone help me, please? This turret is otherwise going to tear us to pieces if we don't destroy it. Yeah, currently it's focusing on the other guys, so I should be okay. But these battles, even though there aren't necessarily all that many people in them, usually you have something like maybe 40 to 50 enemies against you. Let's actually do some melee damage. Excellent. Normally I use my blaster, or in this case disintegrator, because I'm a bit more ranged dude. I don't want to get all that close and personal with the enemy. So let's quickly destroy these enemy factories, and then I think I'm just going to wrap up this video, because otherwise this video is going to end up being really long. So that's the last building, but they... Oops! Okay, so that wasn't all that great. Let's actually throw that properly, and we should do some damage. And so yeah, if you don't really care about the about complex combat and stuff like that, then this game is probably going to be a lot of fun for you. You also have some more technical missions. You don't always battle people on the ground and battle people in the space. You sometimes have to go explore stuff like and maybe you know, check some energy signatures that are being weird and stuff like that. So it has a lot of going on, but a lot of stuff going on. But what I don't really like is that they didn't really. Nothing is really great about this game. It has a lot of stuff, and the game is it's a really nice game overall. But sadly, these single aspects of the game, they aren't all that great. The graphics are okay, really, but they aren't all that complex, and the battle combat is simple, really, and it's nothing is really, you know, nothing is excellent about this game. But of course, if you don't care about complex combat and interesting mechanics, then you will probably enjoy this game a lot. But yeah, so we get some creds and stuff like that, badges. And let's see what the that promotion that we were promised actually gives us. Yeah, I'm going to exit the ship, and excellent. So now I'm a meddler, and we can now also take bounty missions from the bounty officer and hunt down some pirates if we want to. And these are basically the ranks. So you start as a lackey, and then you become an accomplice, meddler, rabble rouser, and eventually you will become the super maestro, and that's basically faction commander. And then you can actually start, you know, making decisions. You can do some rough diplomacy with the factions, and you can actually decide what to do and what when to do. And I think that would probably be interesting. Of course, it's going to take a bit of time to actually become a faction commander, but it's probably going to be a lot of fun. I haven't personally played long enough to become a faction commander. I have basically just done some bounty missions and conquered some planets and stuff like that, so I can't really say anything about the faction commander stuff. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to wrap this video up right here, because otherwise I'm just going to end up rambling a lot and I don't really have time to take another mission. So yeah, this is a nice game, but I wish it did stuff a little bit better. This game has plenty of mechanics, and it's probably going to be really interesting for a long time, but the battles are a bit dull, and it doesnst really have anything all that striking about it, and I don't have enough money to buy a new disequilibrator. These guys have really difficult names for their weapons. But yeah, so I think that's it. This was Salvation Prophecy, and it's an interesting game, but yeah, really the most of the mechanics are really simple, and it might become boring after a while, because especially sometimes you have to do these ground missions and space battles and stuff like that, you know, many times, and they aren't all that different from each other. So keep that in mind when considering whether to buy this game or not. But yeah, so this was me playing Salvation Prophecy on Linux, and naturally we will see in the next video.